Recording is on.
Okay, so the recording has started. Is anyone pasting that on the chat box already? Let me check the chat box. Okay, Babatu said he wants 2 weeks. Okay, interesting. I'll be sharing my screen shortly. We'll be starting with that of Tofumi this morning. Scrolling down to that. Okay. All right. Once you can see my screen, let's confirm. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with the assignment three. We've done one and two yesterday. So the third one was saying it's so assess our product thinking again. Use one digital product can be is someone saying something? Okay, I'll take that as none. Okay, take her as drop the assignment. Please take her as the assignment. Okay. All right. Let's proceed. Use one digital product daily. It can be your food delivery app, your bank app. So you write uh, short answers, 5 to 7 lines. What problem does this product solve? What feature you use today? One thing you liked and one thing you would like to improve. All right. So for Tofumi, Snapchat. Okay. What problem does this product solve? Snapchat solves the problem of quick and casual communication among friends. Unlike email or WhatsApp, where conversations can feel long, permanent, or formal. Snapchat. I'm not trying to understand what is Snapchat not that app that is used to snap pictures?
Yes, my
Yes. Okay. And the type of so I'm looking at what the problem is solving now. Okay, so it's actually for casual communications, not even like the picture taking side of things. That's like a complementary feature to it. If I get it correctly, I really don't use Snapchat though, so I'm trying to understand this product's goal with our casual communication. Can feel long, permanent, or formal. Okay, so Tofumi, kindly explain your product's goal where you are saying unlike email or WhatsApp, where conversation can feel long, permanent, or formal. So are you saying Snapchat? I don't know how Snapchat works in terms of messaging now. So explain your
Ma, she
product.
said she can't hear you. Okay.
Okay, please. Oh, can anybody hear me?
Yes, ma.
Tofumi, I think your network is okay. Tofumi, maybe you should leave the call and join again because I think other persons can hear me. So please, kindly leave and join the call again. Okay, so while we wait for Tofumi to come, that's fine. We can always come back to that. Let's go to another person's assignment. So I'll be checking Who is this? I think. Okay, let's go to Chika. So I'm currently sharing Chika's assignment. Chika, is your number three number three here? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, so let's go straight. The product is Child Deck. Okay, that's food delivery. Huh? Yes. So what problem does this product solve? Child Deck solves the problem of accessing food quickly and conveniently. It connects users to nearby restaurants without visiting them physically. That's correct. So the app saves time spent cooking or going out to buy food. Okay. It provides a variety of meal options in one place. Users can order food easily from their phones. So one feature you've used today, the food ordering and delivery feature was used. Food ordering and delivery feature, okay. In one place was used to place a meal order. So it allowed Chika to browse nearby restaurants easily. Menu, prices, and meal descriptions were clearly displayed. The order process was simple and fast. Okay. Delivery tracking helped her to know when the food would arrive. Okay. So one thing you liked about the application, you like the real-time order tracking feature. So Chika, this real-time tracking order feature, is it accurate? Like when they tell you that your food will arrive in the next 10 minutes, does it arrive in that 10 minutes?
No, it's not always accurate.
Okay. It shows the status of my order clearly. So what are the different statuses of orders?
The order accepted the rider accepted my order. The rider has got okay. The first one is the rider has got to the restaurant. The rider accepted my order. The rider picked up my order. Then the rider is on his way. The driver is almost here. And the rider is here. That's the status of that one.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, so one thing you would like to improve will be apologies, please. Can you still hear me and can you still see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I would like to improve delivery time consistency. Okay. That was what I mentioned earlier. If it was accurate. Sometimes delivery takes longer than expected. And it could be due to maybe traffic. Well, never can tell. More accurate delivery time estimates will help. Better rider availability during peak period is needed. This would improve customer satisfaction. So you want to improve the delivery time consistency. So Chika, how do you intend to improve the delivery time consistency? Chika, are you there?
Yes, ma. I cannot really explain that, but I can explain the because
Okay, explain.
yes, like there are some customers that um I think I've met or have known that they would love to order in the midnight. So that's what I mean for the pick hours. But sometimes some restaurants are not always open, or even if the restaurant is open, Chodek will say it's closed. Like for some, so for some restaurants, so that's what I'm saying. That better rider availability during because just because riders are not available by that time, they will say the restaurant is closed. Like for that particular location.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, so that means uh riders availability here, it's you engaging more riders to be able to pick up orders during peak hours. Maybe most of the
Yes, ma'am.
riders they close by 5. You can try to extend by giving them more incentives. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this works. So for this more accurate time delivery, in case there is any traffic congestions, the app can just show that can you track where your rider is? Like for instance, you're ordering from Lekki to Aja. If your rider is at say, how will I put these places now? Maybe it's at Abrama Desanya. Are you able to track that this is where your rider is?
No, they will not state the place, but they will state the time, like or kilometer far away. That the rider is 50 kilometer far away. The rider is almost here. Most times it's when the rider is almost at my place that I will see that the rider is almost here.
Okay, okay. I think I've not used child deck before though, but yeah, I think this is also something they can improve on if you're able to monitor particular locations of your riders. The riders will not collect your order and be doing something else. Instead of coming to Aja, rider is going to what's it called? VI to be able to track real time. Okay, that works. Let's go to the next person's assignment for question 3. So I'll be looking at Storisage's assignment now. Storisage is your number 3, number 3.
Yes.
Okay. WhatsApp. Okay. The problem this product solves, it helps me break distance barrier. I can reach out to a lot of people on the app. This is your product goal for WhatsApp. Distance barrier. You can. Yeah, it's one of it. You can reach out to a lot of people. Mm, yes, but I feel and I think WhatsApp does much more than this. This is one of it, breaking distance barrier, whereby you can reach out to people, instant messaging app, your message gets delivered in as much as the other person's data is on. So one feature you use is the status feature. One thing you liked about it is the reshare feature. And one thing you would like to improve is ability to tag more than 5 people on the post. Oh, okay. You can even tag. I even thought it's just tagging just one person. Oh, you can tag like a maximum of 5 persons,
Yes, ma'am.
but you can't tag more than that.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ability to tag more than 5 persons people on the post. More than 5 people. Mm, okay. Something like. So why exactly do you want to be able to tag more than 5 people on his status?
I even made a mistake. 5 is the limit. You're not supposed to be more than.
Wait, limit. That's the maximum limit that you can tag.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And so now you want to improve it that you should be able to tag more than 5. You can tag like
More than 5.
5 persons.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think this particular feature? Oh, what value do you think this particular feature will bring? And what's even the occurrence? What's the likelihood that people will even want to tag more than 5 persons on a particular
Because
site?
my okay, for instance, if someone wants to if I make a post, let's say I make a post and I don't want to go through the long process of sending to like almost everybody on my contact list. So I can make a post and tag more than five, and just the caption there will be please reshare. And it is easier for people to just press the reshare button than having to screenshot or go to your personal this thing to go and post on their status from there. So that reshare this thing has actually made things very easy. So if, for instance, if I post a picture of a perfume I want to sell, and I and I have my people that want to like reshare for me. If six of them are able to reshare on their status, and someone their own people again, six of them again are able to reshare from their status, that's like I think I would have like covered many people that I want to see my product.
Okay, I got it. Fair enough, though. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And as program managers, if you are looking at this, you also have to look at the impact and the efforts that is required. Looking at your product backlog, especially what we discussed yesterday, that okay, is this future now? Is it what you're supposed to be building as a product manager now? What's the effort required? And that's where the number of persons, like what's likely of that people are going to use these things, what value is the customer going to derive from this. So you also have to consider that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go to the last person, the last and not the least person's assignment, which is that should be Adidamola. Yeah, Adidamola. Okay. So I'm currently sharing Adidamola's assignment. Adedamola is your number three here.
No, mine is number two.
Okay. TikTok. What problem does this product solve? TikTok solves the problem of discovery and expression by helping users instantly find entertaining, relevant content and giving creators a fair chance to be seen without needing an existing audience. It also helps creators to create content and post. Also encourages collaboration. Okay, so one feature you've used is the posting feature. One thing you liked about is the editing feature. One thing you'd like to improve is the messaging feature. So what about the messaging feature? You just told us this is what you want to improve. Explain this editing feature. One thing you liked about it, is it like when you've posted you can go back to edit your post, or before you post?
No, like you can edit your posts on TikTok because ideally creators use most creators use CapCut. But if you don't have excuse me, if you don't have access to CapCut, you can use TikTok to edit your posts. And then after editing you can post directly from there.
Oh, okay. Not like after posting you now go back and edit.
No, although you can do that also.
Okay, okay, but this particular one you're talking about is you need to edit your
Yes.
videos, your content. Okay.
Yeah, it has features that CapCut has.
Oh, okay. So, well, you said you want to improve your messaging app. What the messaging feature? What happened to the messaging feature?
Is the message request to ensure that when somebody that I'm not following texts me,
I get notified, just like Instagram. Because on Instagram, when somebody you're not following texts you, Instagram notifies you that this person wants to send you a message. Then you go to check, and then you can decide to accept or decline. But on TikTok, there's nothing like that. You have to actually be conscious about checking your message requests. And if you don't check your message requests, even if important messages enter, you're going to miss it because there's no notification.
Hmm. Okay, okay. I think I got that. That makes sense. Fair enough. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So let's go to the last assignment, which is the fourth one. So for others that have not submitted their assignment, please let's drop our assignment on the group. For yeah, that's for Glorious and Babatunde. So let's check our number four. So what pick and help you don't like? Okay, this is interesting. Picking and help you don't like. Let's start with Adida Mola. Is your number four Adida Mola? Yeah.
Yes.
Facebook. You said you don't like Facebook. How many
Yes. The app is so disorganized. There's no structure. Everything is just jam packed.
how many of us does not like Facebook like Adida Mola on the score?
I actually wanted to like choose Facebook, but it's been a while I've logged in, so I don't know whether I don't know how the app looks like. So I don't like the app at all.
But each and every one of us, like while growing up, we have used like Facebook was our favorite app then. I don't know if it's if it's
Because that was the only thing available that time. And I even think personally, I think Facebook, like they fell off. It's not how it used to be before. Now they've introduced a lot of features that to them they feel like okay, these features are although I feel like people that constantly use Facebook for business, they have their way around it. Like they like the way the app is. But for personal use, it's not all that, to be honest.
yeah, I agree with you. Like for Facebook, I really don't know what is happening in that product management side of things. They are introducing features, but I think they are not even regulating what and what is going on that app. Anybody, if you want to if you want to get fake news or you want to see scammers, you most likely find them on Facebook than you find on other apps. Yes, they are on other apps, but
Yes.
they tend to be more on Facebook. And there's this backwardness that Facebook looks like. You see content that when you go to Twitter, content that has been posted, let me say like 2 months ago, can be what will now be trending on Facebook. There are so many fake things, honestly. But yeah, let's look at this. Let me see what the big problem is. The app is overly cluttered with content. Yes, anybody can post anything, and you find most of older persons, baby boomers. You find older persons on Facebook. They find it easy to use. Should I say it's easy to use for them, and that's why they use Facebook? I don't know. But you find more of older persons actively using Facebook. So it's cluttered with content, making it hard for users to quickly see updates from friends and family. Yeah, because their contents are not, I'm not sure Facebook contents are regulated. I do not really know that. So users often get distracted by ads, suggested posts, and unrelated content. Yes. So two features to remove from Facebook. Auto playing videos in the feed. Okay. This wastes data and distract from meaningful content. Excessive friend suggestions. Many users find this feature annoying and irrelevant. Many users find this okay, this excessive friend suggestion Almost all these, even LinkedIn will suggest people you may know for you now.
Yeah, but Facebook is they're doing too much. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you, because personally I don't use Facebook. The only reason why I still have the Facebook app is because of my job. Because I'm a social media manager, so I have to like check Facebook for all these brands that I work with. That's the only reason why I'm on Facebook. That's the only reason why I even have Facebook in the first place. So when you enter Facebook like this, you just be seeing friend suggestions. You'll be seeing like you can see like, and in real life, there are people that you don't even know. So it's just very annoying.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right, yeah, you're right. And if you go to see more, you will still see a lot of them. You will see a lot of
Yes.
them. Yes. I don't know what their structure looks like, but the way everything is on Facebook, I think they should do a competitor analysis. They should use other trending apps that have the most of millennials and Gen Zs to see what they really want, or conduct a user research on their application. So two features to add: customizable feed filters. It allows users to prioritize posts from friends, family, or okay. So for this feed, instead of seeing, but for Facebook, it only gives you feeds from your friends now. Doesn't give other.
No, no, it's not only if it post from friends. So when you go to Facebook, you can see one post from your friend, then the next thing they'll just, all these nonsense comedies, all these nonsense contents. You just be seeing like you can see like 10 of them before you see another relevant post.
Hmm. I got.
So they'll just be like, oh, you may like, or there's something they used to post. Maybe you may like, or can you come, you might be interested, something like that. They shall put that tag and then be suggesting those things.
Hmm. Okay, I think I got that. Okay, so customizing this now, you can customize that you want to see just your friend post, or you want to see general post, so it helps to see what really matters. Then we have the focus mode, simplified focus mode. A mode that temporarily hides ads, reels, and suggested posts to improve user experience and reduce distraction. Yeah, that makes sense. These two features, I agree with this. It's personalized the Facebook to people in your closet rather than general. By removing distracting content, autoplaying videos and friend suggestions, and adding features that gives control over what users see. They have become simpler, faster, and more enjoyable, addressing the main problem of content clutter. This works, this works, this works, this is also this works for this works, this works. All right, so let's move on to whose assignment again? Chika's assignment now. So I'm currently sharing Chika's assignment number 4, which is the last assignment. Tried app. I think Trend and Facebook. Trend is like an alternative for Facebook, I guess. Though I've seen it, but I don't have an account with them. I don't use it. So, Trend app. Okay. How many of us are using Trend? I think it's only Chika.
I'm not using it tomorrow.
It's only Chika that is using Trend.
I'm not even using it. I have a family member that is using it. So I, for my complaint, I was able to draft this up.
Hmm. Okay. Thread does not offer enough unique value compared to other social media platforms. I feel it's too similar to X, but with fewer features. Who is agreeing with this? I've not used Thread before, so Fasile uses X very well.
Well, don't
Is
so
is Thread similar? Does it have similar features to Thread? Who is using both? Okay, I think nobody is using Thread on this call. Okay, Fasile is
Yes,
like
ma. Sorry, ma. I'm not using Thread.
Thread is like
Yes.
okay. Okay. Let's go back to the assignments. Okay. So, but it has fewer features compared to X. Okay. This makes it hard for users to stay engaged long term. Hmm. What do you mean by it makes it hard for users to stay engaged long term? Like they cannot engage for long or what?
the same controversies that happens on Twitter is almost the same thing that happened on Thread. The exact features on Twitter, they carried it to Thread to copy and paste. I don't know how the person that happened. But okay, we have not gotten there. So instead of staying on Twitter, many people just say the Twitter that they know. I cannot be watching the same thing or viewing the same thing on Twitter and viewing the same trending news on Thread. Like Thread does not have a specific function they do that is different, is distinctive from other social media platforms.
I think I'm now understanding what I'm understanding this now that all the same content that you see on Twitter as exactly it's just like a copy and paste on Thread. So
Yes, ma'am.
why burn data and waste time when you are going to see the same exact information on Twitter?
Yes, ma'am.
So mandatory two features to remove mandatory Instagram inclusion and account deletion challenges. What kind of app gives you a mandatory inclusion of your account? What if I don't use an Instagram and I just want to use Thread? This should not be mandatory.
Uh,
Honestly, this should not. You should not. It should be optional.
exactly, ma'am. But it is mandatory.
No. So this
And
yeah, proceed.
And most times they bring the notifications to my Instagram so that I should join Thread from Instagram. Like I feel like there's a collaboration between the two accounts, the two social media apps.
Hmm. I see. This particular thing now will reduce their activation rate because if they are making an account very mandatory, what if the person doesn't use Instagram? So that means Instagram users, if you do not have an Instagram account, you cannot create this account. Hmm. Then this account deletion challenges. Okay, to delete your account, is it a problem or what?
Yes, to delete the account, you have to delete your Instagram account, so to affect it. That's the problem with deletion.
Okay. Two features to add: trending topics and hashtags. So help users discover popular conversation easily. Twitter has hashtag now. If they are following X, then there should be a hashtag.
Yes, ma'am.
Direct messaging feature to enable private conversation and improve. Okay, there is no direct messaging feature on the app.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. This is interesting now. Wow. Well, it might still be their MVP, and maybe they are still going to iterate their improvements. So they might be using this to test the waters. So who knows? They might be using this to test the waters.
On X, of course. Okay.
Well, yeah. This makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, what?
Well done. Let me go to Sage's assignment. So I'm sharing Sage's screen now. Ah, Sage, it's your own app that you don't like.
Ma,
I said you are saying you don't like your own app, your own bank app.
yes, so not
Okay.
as if like I don't like it, just some things there that
Okay. So what's the
happen
user
to
problem now? Making the description of the feature. Okay, making description. You add this description feature. You don't want to be adding description.
and most times that description is usually like if you have to make so if you have to transfer very very fast. There's one time I had to quickly do something for someone. It was
Baby,
late,
I'm sorry.
and she had
David,
to quickly get
the
something.
network is good.
I was
The network is good.
trying. I just I realized that why is this thing not going through? Why is this thing not going through? Like,
I got you, Sha.
that's how I,
That's why they said user behaviors differs. Like for me, I even like the description part of it, but I understand the fact that it should not be mandatory though, because when you put descriptions, at some point when you're doing your account reconciliation, you now start seeing some money. When did I spend this money? What did I use this money to do? That's when, but my description, I normally describe every of my transactions. So when I do the description, I'll be like, oh, okay. But if I didn't have the description, I can be thinking somebody else taking money from me. Oh. But for the description, I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I understand that. Okay, so because of that, now you don't like them. Two features to remove: compulsory.
no ma, I like them. It's just like it's just the description. This thing it can be a lot. Thank God all these pictures put my art that because you know art description.
Okay, that's fine. So two features to remove is the input description. Two features to add. Even this description is not a feature. They already have they have their description as a feature already. At a field, it's not even a feature. Send money is the feature now. So now description it's a field. It's it's a
Okay.
form field under send money feature. So all they need to do is just to make that field optional. So it is not a feature.
Okay, ma.
So two features to add now. Add different types of description. One can okay, yeah, this is still under the form field, the parameters. Now, under send money feature, they should have a parameters that they should have an enums in the technical team normally call it enums. They should return an enums. Enums are options like okay, you have feeding, personal savings deposits, then you can click on order. So rather than leaving that input field as when we talk about input fields, we have just like when you use your Google form, we have the free text area, we have the short answers, and then there's this how do they call it? When you want to like a description field, you want it to be you want to type maybe like lines of lines of words. Then there is a drop down menu, so you want it to be a drop down whereby you can just select. So that's a perfect spot for it to drop down. So their description feature should be a drop down, then you can easily select. Yes, this really makes sense. It's still under send money feature, but the parameters should be defined. The form field should be a drop down. And this is you mostly see this when you are doing international transfers. It happens for international transfer. You don't have to start typing in your descriptions. You have a list of descriptions you can pick from. So makes sense. One can select from QR. Oh, hold on, and the rest of the description one can select from. Okay, then another one is Q. This QR code payment is another feature, right? Not related to this.
Yes, ma.
Okay, QR code. Yes, go and just scan the QR code to pay. Uh, the app doesn't
Yes.
have. I think there are some non-app that has QR code now. Okay. All right, makes sense. So make your adjustment for this. Bring out another feature. These ones are still under a form fit. So give us a realistic feature that can be added, and also this your remover. This feature, one feature to remove. Sorry. One feature to remove. So for this your feature to remove and feature to add, you need to go and look for another features because this one will give us our parameters under a feature. So you said you did you understand that?
Okay, ma.
All right, so let's go to Tofumi's assignment, the last one now. So I'm currently sharing Tofumi. Tofumi is your number four, number four. Tofumi. Tofumi, are you on
Yes,
this
ma'am.
call? You are just doing your assignment.
Yes, ma'am.
I can see you. Hmm.
No. Like I wanted to, I noticed I didn't do the two gifts. I wanted to like, fix it.
Hmm. Okay, so you said Slack. Why don't you like Slack? I don't know when messages are being read or delivered. No, now you can know when messages are. No. Slack, you can see when a message is being delivered. I don't know. Delivered. I'm coming. Let's do an experiment. I think I have a Slack account. Let's test run this. Wait, I think Slack is even on this my laptop. Um, okay, sorry. I was thinking Teams. I was taking Teams for Slack. But I think Slack has that feature now. Which one is you cannot?
Like the one I'm trying to say is like more of like for instance, should I use WhatsApp or Messenger? Like if you should get like a message and probably the person you sent the message to reads it. For WhatsApp it will take like two blues. So like
Mhm.
that's what I'm trying to like say there.
Hmm. Okay, but when the person reads it, are you able to see that this person has read your message?
Like maybe like later on to probably I might just say that okay, same, this person has like heard it. But not like immediately like that.
But it's when the person sees your
To take
message now.
time a
That's
bit.
when the picture will appear immediately. The person has seen your message. And I think you can go to information to see. I'm trying to log into my Slack and see that. But I don't really believe I'll be okay. I think my I just sorry, I just downloaded Slack now. Hold on. Okay, let me go to one of my messages on Slack and see. Okay, so this is a message I dropped. Let me see. Okay. Yes, when somebody reads your message, this is a message I dropped now. Okay, you're not able to see this. Oh, I understand you now. It's Teams that have that feature whereby when somebody reads your message, you are able to see their picture under the message showing that this person has read it. Okay. So I got that now. So you don't like when messages are being read. You don't know when messages are being read or delivered. Then the read receipt and ability to see notification. That's what you want. So ability to see notification, how? There's always Slack notification now once you activate it in now.
Ma?
I said which one is ability to see notification? There is a Slack notification
Can I hear
already.
you? Hello, ma.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, hello, ma. I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said explain your ability to see notifications. Slack already has ability to see notifications now.
Like, well, what I'm trying to say is like, should I call it like a better notification control, where like users can like set um preference. Like, okay, if I want notification of only if someone tag me in here, I'll get it. Notification when like my quiet hours, just like what's Instagram. Instagram would like notify that okay, this person is in this sleep or quiet mode or something like that.
Hmm. Okay.
David,
All right.
cannot hear anyone again.
Okay. Makes sense. So we've looked at the four assignments that we were looking at yesterday from 1 to 4.
Mi ò gbọ́ wọn.
So from your mic, please.
I cannot hear her now. My network is not good.
I can hear you.
You have ṣé laptop papọ̀ mọ́ system your brain. I'm not happy. I said it can
For me,
never
your
work for
mic is
you.
muffled.
Ma,
Okay. All right. So let's proceed. Let's quickly go through Babatunde's and Gloria's assignment. Gloria's, have you also dropped your assignment? Okay, so I'll be sharing his assignment now. Okay. Babatunde, your assignment one is not here, which is the product backlog. Okay, I can see it here. Prioritizing backlog. So that's the first assignment. Mm, Pork health. Hmm. So this, okay, let's, you know what? Let's go to the third and fourth assignment first, which is these assignments. So, okay, let's look at assignment one first then, which is the product backlog. Okay, so these apps abstract basic body health parameters like weight, blood pressure. Hmm. Hmm. Is this a real app? Pork health. Because why I'm asking if this is a real app is, wait, do we have an app that can really help somebody check weight? I know of blood pressure, sleep tracking, blood sugar, even blood sugar. So let me know if this is a real app or this is a product to think about. Like you just thought of it in your head. It's an idea. Okay, you enter the details manually. Enter the details. So the app will be asking you what's your height? Because I'm looking at how does it measure weight. If you talk of other things, yeah, I can. But wait, okay, who knows? Might even have. Maybe I've not discovered that yet. But that's fine. Let's go back. Let's go back to this. Okay, as a user of the app, I have to be able to. Hey, look at the audacity. Babasini, I have to be able to. Okay, like it is mandatory. That's a user of the app. This is your user story. Okay, sign up. I have to be able to sign up. Okay. Actually looking at it like I want to be able to. This one is, you are saying that this thing, no, you must be able to do it. Sign up for a new user. Ah. Oh, okay. Now you are signing, like you are onboarding new users. Not that users are even the one doing it themselves. Like you plan to have an agent that do this for customers, because this is what this is simply trying to say. Signing up for new users. Then have a personalized login to the app. I must be able to have a personalized login.
It's a typo. I wanted to type I want to be able to. It's a typo.
Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. So have a personalized user for the app. Password reset option, forget password. Okay. Then to view a dashboard that shows the basic health markers. Record health markers, blood pressure, blood sugar, okay, doctor's appointment. Reminder to check daily health markers, link to a doctor. Notification of doctor's appointment, request, okay. So this is an health app and this is uh your user story. I want to be able to view the dashboard, record basic health. Okay. So now prioritizing this your backlog. You said sign up for a new user. Yeah, that's first thing first. Have a personalized login to the app. Okay. Password reset option. Record basic health markers. View a dashboard that shows the basic health markers. Link a doctor, nurse, pharmacist, and dietitian. Doctor's appointment. Okay. Receive diet plan and advice from dietitians. Okay. Share abnormal results to the nurses or doctor directly via the app. To record gym activities. Okay. Monthly report card on the health marker. Request prescriptions and drug from pharmacy. Okay. Mm, okay. So what are you taking into your sprint? In one sprint, okay. Sign up, have a personalized login, password reset option, okay. Record basic health marker because that's the core feature of that application. Then to view a dashboard that shows the basic health markers and flag abnormalities. Makes sense. That's very quickly because it allows users to set up an account, record basic health markers, and view dashboard of recorded results. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That works. That works. You just have to modify your user story so that why you need to have a clear user story is uh, uh, your engineers so that they understand they understand why they need to build that thing. So why do you want to sign up as a new user? So that you have access to the application. Why do you want to log in? So you give reasons on why you want to be able to do this action. So that's what gives you a complete user story. Okay, I want to be able to do this so that, why do you want to do this? You should have a reason for that. So just modify your user stories to be able to portray that. Like give reasons why you want to do each of those things. Then, so for your backlog management, that works. And you are taking five. You must have a very good engineering team. Oh. You are taking 5 items into the sprint. Okay, makes sense. All right. So the second one now, the Poke Health app is designed to give clarity to your health contents through monitoring and tracking of health results and adequate clinic appointments, bookings. Target user, all smartphone users. Okay. People living with acute health challenges, elderly people, carers, and medical practitioners. Okay, that means when you are working on your sign up now, you have different sign up. There is sign up as a user in terms of, let's say, the patients now. Then you have medical practitioners signing up to render their services on the app. Is that correct, Babasunde? You can use the chat
Yeah,
button.
that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Then, okay, so carers and medical practitioners can also sign up. Okay, so that means when you are writing your requirement documentation for this kind of products now, you have to indicate in that feature that says sign up. So like your sign up now will now have something like a drop down. It will return an enum saying that, are you signing up as a patient or as a user? You have to look for the right word for it. You're signing up as a medical practitioner to render your services. Just sign up as a carer, so that you know what exactly you are signing up for, and your system should be able to identify each of those IDs, knowing that this person is a user, this person is a medical practitioner, and you're able to connect all of them to the app. So makes sense. Okay. So the future, as a user of this app, I have to be here, and this is your user story. Still have to work on that. Sign up for a new user.
I
Sign
was
up.
eating when I was eating
You said
Christmas chicken. Maybe I was typing it when I was eating Christmas chicken.
when you were sleeping.
When I was eating Christmas chicken.
Yes, I thought as much. So, and also you should not be able to sign up for a user. Like you are relating, you are writing as a user, you are signing up yourself. It is a self-signed up platform. So it's not like you have vendors that will be signing up for users like you are doing offline registration. So relate it to the engineers that they are able to sign up. Like as a user, I want to sign up to the application. So signing up as a new user, not for a new user. The implication of all of this is, when you don't give a clear, what's it called, user story or documentation for your engineers, they might, that if engineers now, if your backend team see this thing like, okay, sign up for a new user, in their head they will be like, oh, okay, you want to be signing up for a user. Then they'll now create a system whereby they have agents or they have vendors that will be signing up for your customers. Now customers will not, now this kind of sign up sef, they can now do it on the web application and not even mobile. Customers then will not be able to sign up. They will now be seeing something like contact support to sign up. So that's why it's very important that they are clear about what they want to do. So customer is a self-signed up applications. Customers should be able to sign up at their own what's it called, convenience. They should be able to use the app to do whatever it is they want to do. Have a personalized login to the app. So the login feature, So when you are logging in, now you also have to, yes, your login feature now, the backend side of things is the system should be able to identify that if you are logging into the application, because it is not just one type of user that you have the carer, you have the medical practitioners using the app, you have the patients using the app. Now if Elizabeth have signed up as a carer and Babatunde have signed up as a patient now, the system should be able to identify my login that I'm a carer. And if Babatunde is signing up, you should be able to identify that this person is a patient and give the person. Now, the dashboards are not going to be the same. The dashboard of a patient is going to be different from that of the medical practitioners. So the system should also be able to detect this, that okay, this is this person signing up. And also, you also need to look at other edge cases when you are building this kind of products. Edge cases like, okay, if Elizabeth signs up as a patient with elizabeth.enyade@gmail.com and Elizabeth still comes back to sign up with the same email address at a medical practitioners, how do you want the system to treat this? Do you even want to accept same email sign up, rather than saying okay, because I'm signing up as a what's it called, that I'm signing up as a patient does not mean I cannot sign up as a medical practitioner. I can also be a user of the app. I want to use the application, then I'm also a carer. So I can do this two sign up, but it is now for the system to be able to detect that this particular one that this person is signing up to, there is an ID. There should be an ID depending on the system architecture. There should be an ID that this particular login is as a carer. This one is as a medical practitioner. This one is as a patient. So the system should be able to detect this. You just have to. How are you going to figure out all of these things? It's just you having an alignment meeting with your engineers that okay, this is what I want to do. They will chip in their own ideas. Like I said yesterday, that they are telling you that this is how the system works, this is it, does not mean that they are telling you that this is what you should do. You are still the CEO of your product. So you are just like, okay, asking them, because you are not a technical person, especially when you are not a technical product manager. So you need to understand how the technical side work. What's the technicality behind the feature that you want to build? So when you now tell them, they can now say, okay, this is how it works. Then you can now like, okay, in fact, let's not even allow same email address login. You don't want to complicate the system so much. So if Elizabeth wants to sign up as a medical practitioner and as a patient, let her use another email address to sign up. So you can just put that in place, depending on how you want it and what the system architecture of the organization or the product that you're trying to build is. So that's that one about that.
I think the same thing will apply to Uber too. So if you want to sign up to Uber, you either sign up as a driver or as a passenger. I don't know. I think that's how it should be. I don't know.
Okay, like one sign up per person. You're saying that same person cannot sign up as another thing. You can only sign up as one. If I'm a
I
caregiver,
think
I cannot come back and be a patient.
yeah. I think that should be the plan. I'm just thinking that the same should apply to Uber too. Like if you want to sign up for Uber, it's either you sign up as a driver or as a passenger. I don't
Mm.
know how it works.
I've
I
not.
think that should
But you know that one thing
that
about this, well, me, I use both and InDrive. One thing about InDrive that I know very well is you can even switch to the driver's mode. Oh. You as a passenger now or as a user, you can quickly switch to a driver's mode. InDrive has that feature. Once you switch to a driver mode now, then you can now start collecting orders and the likes.
okay, maybe that applies to Uber too. But I think I don't think it will work for this one because it's health related. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, it depends. It depends on, that's why I said that you are still the CEO of your product. So it depends on how you want it. You can you can be like, okay, you can only use one email address as one at once. That means you can sign up as a caregiver, then as a carer, then later you can use another email address to sign up as a patient or as a medical practitioner. So yeah, and that's a simplified way anyway to do it is one email for one particular sign up. So that way the thing will not be so complicated that oh
Yeah.
you want to one person wants to be acting as this as that. So to you it might be one person acting as that too, but it is two different email address that you are seeing. So when you are logging in as a
Yeah.
carer, it's different from here. I think yeah, that works best too. That works best. It's only when you want to now complicate, like you want to ease that stress. That's the kind of future that you now see that the effort that your engineers will use to build it is very high because they have to do a lot of engineering work behind to ensure that one email is doing two purposes and those things are not mixed up. The features and the dashboard are not mixed up. But yeah, the simplest way is one email per sign up, which is one type of user with just email, one email address. That works too. So we'll continue. Okay, then
I'm
you,
not seeing your screen.
oh, let me stop sharing and share again. Stop sharing. Let's stop sharing. Okay, stop sharing again. Yeah, can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? Can anyone hear me?
Let's continue.
Yes, ma.
Okay, so my be your device, but you can just log out and log in again. Okay, so now, so this is it. You have a lot of features. So now you're prioritizing your backlogs into must have. Must have is the sign up, login, password reset, basic health, then view dashboard. Yes, that's a must have. Should have is linking a doctor, reminders, share abnormal results, and request prescriptions. Nice. Okay, then they're a gym. They're nice to have monthly reports card on health markers, notifications of doctor's appointments, then diet plan and activities. Yes, this is just perfect. So now looking at the values now, monthly reports card. This is the value and this is the effort. Monthly reports card on health markers, the gym activities and the diets. Notifications of doctor's appointments. Sign on. Okay, having a personalized login app and sign up. Yes, password reset. Viewing the dashboard. Yes, these are the major things that your product must have. At least your MVP has to have this. So all other nice to have feature can now be like, okay, you want to uh request prescriptions. I mean, you want to call an ambulance now. Calling an ambulance now can now be a lot of work, a lot of effort to be put in place for that. But yeah, this this particular ones here are the important ones that you can launch your products with while you now keep iterating and adding other features. So let's go to the product thinking idea. Okay, Duolingo. Okay. The app is designed to teach a few language. Are you sure it's a few language? Duolingo has a lot of languages you can learn.
So there are too few.
There are few.
There are too few. Yeah. You know the number of languages you have in the whole world.
Okay. Encourage daily commitment learning by keeping streaks. Then test speaking, listening, writing, and reading skills. Then show leader board that shows a list of learners moving up and down the list based on points gained from learning. Remind you to learn daily. So what language have you learned from Duolingo? Since it's your
I'm still
everyday
learning.
app that you use. You said
I'm still learning French.
you learned French.
I'm learning French.
Okay,
Yeah.
you are
I'm
learning
on day
French. Oh,
day four. So yeah,
when did you start learning French?
454 days ago.
450 what?
457 or so. Can't remember my
That's
days.
more than a year. Oh. That's one interesting thing
Yeah,
about Duolingo. They will even you're able to know that day is because it's on the app, right?
yeah. After every day's learning, so keep adding the days for you, and it will remind you. It's not reminder. You're about
What if
to
you
learn.
did not learn today now? Is it going to add it to the number of days?
If you don't learn today, no problems. If you learn tomorrow, you just add it to the number of days. It's not hard to do
But it
still.
will keep adding the number of days now. It will still be telling you that okay, today makes it
No,
458, 459, like that, right?
no. If you don't do it today, if you do it tomorrow, it will only add it tomorrow. It won't add any day you don't do.
Oh, okay. I got that. Makes sense. Makes sense. So it shows leader board that shows a list of learners moving up and down. It reminds you to learn daily. So the future is the daily learning quiz. Okay. One thing you liked is the daily reminder to learn for a certain period. Okay. One thing you would improve. It would be nice to have two close friends march together and compete to see who wins the most points in a month. But I think they have that now. Like you can see other learners. Can't you match with other learners?
No, you can't select. They just randomly match you. I think based on vision or location or something.
Oh,
You can't select someone. You can't just select. It would be nice to select one person to play with.
okay. Well, they might actually have why they did it like that because looking at the downside now, if you have two close friends, who knows if you guys are staying together and you guys are, I don't know, you want to see who has the most points. Maybe they are trying to eradicate this part of copy and paste. Maybe you've done your own quiz, you saw that this is where you this is the one to miss. Then your friend is able to pick it up and score higher. But yeah, matching two friends together, like giving that option to match people you want, is also a nice one. But they might have their own reason why they don't want that, and they just randomly match you. But it's also a nice feature if you are able to just look at how many people will want to do that. What's the value that this particular feature is going to give to the user? So these are things you consider. The ones the value and the impact is much. So why not? Then you can also test run it. That's why I said as product managers we should never be afraid of experimenting, even though it failed. We'll experiment it to see. Let's see. If it fails, we iterate, we'll move on. Life goes on. Okay, so that's nice. Pick an app you don't like. I'm interested in this. Babatunde, you did not complete your assignment. Or you don't have any app you don't like.
Sorry to disappoint you. I was thinking I could not think of any app at the moment.
You could not think of any app.
I could not. If I don't
Ehen.
like an app, I will just
There should be an app you don't like. Like you just look at it. Maybe something you've used in the past and you have to uninstall it because of your experience. Just think of it.
maybe I should have just maybe I should have chosen Facebook.
I know that's what you will
Maybe.
say. Maybe. Are you saying you don't like Facebook or because you
I
just
don't know. Facebook app on my phone. I can't remember the last time I opened it. So I think it's on the cloud already. So I don't know.
Hmm. No problem. Tomorrow's class, we'll look at that. Hard it.
Okay. Maybe I'll try
Glorious.
and add it.
You said?
I'll try and add it.
Okay, okay. But yeah, and by the way, awesome one, nice one, everyone, for this assignment. I'm very much impressed, especially with our assignments 1 and 2 that we looked at yesterday. It was amazing, and we also learned 1 or 2 things from those assignments yesterday. And yes, it's even interesting, especially the product prioritization and backlog management, that we now understand what it is, and we can write our own user stories. We can prioritize things as well. So yeah, for those of us that were not in the class yesterday, I'll upload the video. Let's go and take a look at it. Because we also discuss some things on that as well relating to the assignment. So, Glorious, I've not heard your voice. I have not seen your assignments. What is happening?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? Happy New Year.
Compliment, ma'am.
Yeah, we should have seen.
I will submit tomorrow, ma'am.
You sir?
I said I will submit tomorrow, ma'am. I just got back to my place today, this morning. So
Okay, okay, that's fine.
I traveled before. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
No
will
problem.
submit tomorrow.
All right, welcome. Abraham, you were in the on the call yesterday, but I did not see your assignment. Wait. Yeah. I know you were not available
Yes.
because of your exam.
But now I think I'm going to do it. Yes. I've seen the way people are doing it, and I think I'm going to do it.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. No problem. So for the rest of us that are yet to Martha, so I've not seen Martha in class this year, and I've not seen her assignment as well. So who is Martha's accountability partner?
I am. I'll reach out to her.
Okay, please do, so that you guys can do the assignment. You can look at the videos. Like, I'll ensure that all videos are available. I think I missed one video last year. The last video was not uploaded, so that would also be sent. Once you look at all of those videos, yeah, I trust me, you'll be able to do the assignments, and that's why I even made it like we are going to treat all of the assignments. We are going to review it on this call so that everyone can also learn 1 or 2 things from it, so that we don't just do it behind the scene. So yeah, I'll wait for others. I'll wait for others' assignments. But yeah, like I said, that we're going to be talking on a new topic today. We're going to be doing it with the assignment. When others submit the assignment tomorrow, we'll continue with that topic. We'll also continue reviewing the assignment so that we can keep improving on our product management skill. So yeah, welcome to class once again. I will share my slide shortly. Give me a minute. Let me look for it. Okay, so I'm sharing my slide now. Please confirm that you can see my Google slide. Okay. All right. So we'll start with our product metrics and analytics. Sorry, is analytics. So, what do we understand by product metrics? When we talk about product metrics, we're going to be looking at what that is and also product analytics as well. So, yeah, we should be able to understand what product metrics are and why metrics are important in product management. Also, identify common product metrics, and we should be able to choose the right metrics for our product goal and also avoid common metrics mistakes. So, what are product metrics now? Metrics, we all know what metrics are in layman's language, like when you measure something that you use in measuring. So now when we talk about product metrics now, they are quantifiable measures that helps team to understand how a product is performing in the real world. So they show how users behave. One thing you should know about product metrics is before you can use your product metrics, your products must have been launched. That's why it's trying to say that it's you trying to understand how your product is performing in the real world, how people are reacting to your product, how people are using your product. Like we have discussed during our other classes that product managers' work does not come to an end. It's a continuous tasks that we have to do. So it is not enough that you go and sleep and you are happy that your product is launched. Yes, all fine and good. You have launched this product. You do not launch your product, leave it in the market and focus on other things and say, thank God, I'm done with this. No, it does not work that way and it will not work that way. So just look at it as a pregnant woman. Those period of pregnancies from conception to when you deliver the baby, uh that's the idea stage. When or you've conceived, you now deliver, the idea is you have launched it already. Now launching, does a woman give birth to a baby and forsake or forget the baby and leave the baby like that shebi I've given birth to it, go and sort yourselves out, go and sort yourself out, I've given birth to you now, go and what's it called go and cater for yourself. It doesn't work like that when the person is not a mad person. So the person has to, the mother still has to nurture the child until the child is old enough. Even when the child is still old enough, our parents will still be our parents, so they are still there to guide us. So that's the same thing that works with product management. The betting stage, it's that launch stage that you have given birth to the product is now in the market. It is not enough that you forget your products in the market and focus on other things. A good product manager does not do that. Once your product has been launched in the market, you continue to check. One thing about launching a product is your product is now visible for the real world to use. Before, it's you and your testers, your engineers test running, giving it to friends that, please guy, let me test this thing. Oh, what do you think? But now your product is now available on Play Store, is now on App Store, people are able to see it. It is not enough that you leave it. You have to now measure, what are people even happy using this product. You need to, look at it like, okay, I've launched this product now. What's the reaction of people to it? How are user behaving? What's their behavior towards this product that I have launched? Is it really achieving that product goal? Now, I'm very glad that we were able to come up with a very good product goals, product ideas in our assignments that we did. Now, imagine your product goal now. You have set up your what's it called? Product goal, just like this pork health that Babasune talked about. Now he has a product goal. This is what the goal of this product should be. Now, eventually, he's able to launch the product to the market. It is not enough that he has launched. He has to go back to measure what how the product is performing, how people are behaving. Like, you have to ask yourself questions that, Is this product really achieving that purpose? Is that my product goal that I have highlighted at the beginning? Is my product really achieving this goal? If it is not, you know that you are not doing well. You have to go back and reiterate. You have to iterate your improvements. Check where improvements are needed. So one thing about metrics is it helps you to make data driven decisions rather than guessing. Like I said, one thing about product management is it helps you to like eradicate that part of guesswork. One thing about understanding your user behavior, it eradicates guesswork. You cannot build in product management based on guesswork. I think. You cannot think anything because you are not the user. So that's why you need data. You need metrics. You need to measure the success of your product. You need to know how people are reacting to it. You need to like be able to look at the KPIs, the OKRs, how it's these products even behaving in the market. Am I really achieving my goal? So that's the result. It is not enough that you do exam without collecting your results. You need to look at the results. When you get your results, you also need to look at, okay, where did I fail? How can I improve this? How can I do better? How can I avoid the same mistake that I made in the first phase? So these are lessons that you learn when you use metrics to measure your product. So always know that product metrics are quantifiable measures, and as product managers you need it. In as much as that your product idea is going to go to the market, you need to measure it. You need to understand what the product is doing in the real world. So note that without product metrics, you don't know how your product is performing at any moment or how the performance has changed over time. Now, if you do not use product metrics, without it, you will not, it's just like you are blank on the existence of your product. Yes, you have launched to the market, but you don't even know what is going on with the product again. You don't know how people are reacting to it. Like some of these products that some of us will say, we don't like, are probably because they don't use product metrics. If they had used product metrics, look at how people are reacting to it, how people are behaving to it, they would have done better. So, and product metrics is something you do from time to time. So, you need to know how your product is performing at every moment, how the performance has changed over time. Okay, before you notice that on a daily basis you have a lot of adoption rates. Now the adoption rate is decreasing, the performance has changed over time. You need to understand all of this, and what will help you to understand it is product metrics. So product metrics is very, very important for us as product managers. It helps us to examine, to assess, is an assessment of our products, assessment of how far we've done, how have we done. Is you writing an exam saying, let me see, all this my learning, how have I improved? It's an assessment of our idea in the real world. You are you are the brain behind this product, you are the brain behind the idea. Now, how has it really done? Has it really met that goal which I have laid out at the beginning, at the inception of this product? The way I said, okay, this is my pork health, I want people to be using it as health markers. Are they really using it to do that? Is it that they are using it to do another thing? How are they reacting to it? Are they stuck in anywhere? Is there anything I can do to improve the performance of this product? So these are things that product metrics will help you to do. So before you can even think of how you want to improve the product, you need to have your data, and that's where product metrics comes in place. You need to understand what exactly the behavior of customer is. That's just it, towards that product that you have launched. So why product metrics matters? Now, product metrics matters because it guides your product decision and priorities. Now, it's very interesting that during your assignment we had a backlog management and we have a prioritization. So many of us have used different prioritization metrics that we have taught in this class to prioritize our product backlogs. So now we have prioritized. Either we have used the Moscow prioritization techniques, we have used the Kano prioritization techniques, we have used the effort versus impact technique to prioritize our products backlogs. Now metrics will help us with more prioritization, especially when you are iterating your product, when your product is launched to the market. So it guides your priority. Now you have said in your sprint one, like we've seen in our assignments, that okay, sprint one is going to cover login, sign up. Those are the basic one. Now your sprint two, now because you have launched your MVP to the market with the core functionalities of your product, you've launched it to the market, people are using it now. Maybe in your sprint two, you want to work on your should have future. But now because you have launched the market and you now use your product metrics to look at how that MVP is performing in the market, and you now got that feedback that many of your users are finding your sign up very difficult. Maybe there is a bug, or maybe there's a mandatory information in your form field, like Toriseju said, when it comes to banking app description. Okay, because of this, people are not really using the app to send money. People are using other competitors app because of this. There is a friction somewhere. So rather than going to go and do airtime top up, that it is your should have feature, you have to quickly work on that your send money feature to modify that your description field to be optional. So you can see how Prometrics has helped you to shape your product decision now, and also reprioritize what you have prioritized earlier on using your prioritization techniques. You have prioritized using, like, okay, I'm using Moscow, I've done my must have, I want to move to my should have. But because Prometrics came into place, Prometrics was in between. Immediately your product has been launched, you discover that even that your must have that you have launched to the market, there is a friction somewhere. There's something that needs to be improved. You quickly drop your should have, you drop that airtime top up and work on that modification. So that's why product metric is very, very important. It helps you to guides your product decision. Another thing is, it tell you if users are finding value for in your product. Yes, it is one thing that you have a product. It is another thing that, are users even finding value for that product, or they are just using it for using sake. If users do not find value for your products, they would leave your products for other products. So you should always understand and find out if customers are deriving value in that your products, that value that you said you want to create. For everything that has to do with customer, it's creating value. You are focused, you are customer centric as product managers. You are focused on what to make your customers happy. Now, are they really finding value in that product? So product metrics will tell you that. If they're not finding value in the products, you will be able to know using your product metrics to measure performance. It's only when you measure your performance, that is when you will know if your product is truly serving what it should serve or otherwise. So it's very important that we use our product metrics to understand if users are deriving value in our products. It also helps you to measure progress towards your goal. Now, this is your goal. Your goal is to create a pop health application that helps people to have to check their weight, to monitor their doctor's appointment. Now, this is your goal. You have like 3 goals for this product. When you use metric now, metric is able to help you track that. Okay, so far so good though, with what you have built so far. You said you want people to be able to, your users to be able to track their doctor's appointment. The progress will be like, okay, this is what you've done, this is your progress so far. They are not able to track their appointments yet. they are only able to use the marker application on that app, the marker feature. So it helps you to track that, okay, see my product go see what I have achieved so far using your metric. So you don't have to start like wrapping your head saying, hey, all these goals, I want to put it in one place. I want to achieve everything at once. Now you can even think as a product manager that you have achieved or you have implemented all of your product goals, but out of your 10 product goals now, to the customers, to the real world users, now it might be just two that you have achieved. How do you know that it's two that you have achieved? Product metrics. So, and it helps you to reduce guesswork and improve outcome. Like I said, product metrics will not help you to think that customer customer like your sign up feature, that your sign up feature is easy, very accessible. It will rather let you know that there's a friction. No, people are not finding your sign up interesting at all. Your sign up is too clustered. Your sign up, you are asking for too much of information. Just like someone mentioned, thread asking you to link your Instagram account. So now, if you do your product metrics now, you see that it's not everybody that really wants to link their account to it. So you think, okay, doing that it will help users. Users will be happy that at least they can easily recover their account or something. But it is not like that when it comes to the real user. But when you have your product metrics, it helps you to track real time what's happening. Like, you're able to see that this is the customer's behavior. Now to the product manager of the app, now they might think, this feature that they have added, though, adding your other account to this, linking it with this will help you. But to the real user now, the real user is not finding it funny. Like, they're not finding it interesting. So that's why product metrics is very important. It matters because it helps you to really understand that, still, this is what me I think, but look at how people are reacting. So it reduces your guesswork of thinking people will like linking one account to another, but in the real sense it's not. So it's very, very important that you understand this. So what makes a good product metric? Now, a good metric should be quantifiable. Now, when you talk about metrics, your metrics should be quantifiable. That is, you should be able to quantify it in numbers. Okay, see, measure in numbers. Actionable. It should lead to a clear decision. It is not enough that, this is my product metrics, so I have actually done my product metrics, so this is what I was able to get from it, that 50% of our uh, website visitors stop halfway while signing up. Why? Because the sign up is cumbersome, it's so tiring that customers have to leave. So now, you've already told us all of this. What exactly now are you doing? What are you going to do to solve this problem? So that's why your metric has to be actionable. After you've understand that this is the problem, there should be an action to solve the problem. A very clear decision that, okay, because of this, so this is what we'll do. We will remove, or we will not make mandatory linking of other social media accounts. We'll make it optional. So that will really help, and it also helps align with your goals. So now, when you use your metrics, it helps you align your goal so that you can tie it back to your strategy, that, okay, this is my product goal, and looking at those metrics, I'm able to see that this is what my app intends to do. This is what it's currently doing. Okay, now how do I strategize to improve this app? So it helps you. It helps you to strategize. They're comparable over time so that you can track the trend. Now are able to compare that. Okay, in the first, I launched my product in January, and from January to February, the adoption rate was low. From March, it picked up. Many persons were adopting the product. The the rate dropped, the activation rate dropped in May. So you're able to, you keep record, you keep logs of all of this, and you're able to like, oh, okay, there's a trend there. It seems during festive season, there's usually a surge. The the users increase during festive season, but after festive season, there's a little bit of decrease in what the engagement on the application is all about. So you look at it and be like, oh, okay, there's a trend. Then because of that, you're able to now like, okay, this is how I can plan properly. So if I'm targeting this, I should target towards peak periods, or I should target towards seasons like this. So you're able to use metrics to do that. It helps you. Always know that a good metrics is quantifiable, it should be actionable, it should align with goals, and it should be comparable over time. Any questions so far?
No, ma.
But do we understand what product metric is all about now?
Yes.
Yes, ma.
Okay, and we are all clear. There's no mix up anywhere. It's self understood, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma.
ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, all right. Let's move on. So we have some common metrics categories that would also look at. There's the acquisition metrics. So we have different metrics. So acquisition is how users find and start using your app, your product. Example is the CAC, that's the customer acquisition cost, new sign up, traffic sources. Now when you're using this kind of metrics, it helps you to find out, okay, for this particular product that I've launched in the market, how are user finding the app, and how are they using the application? So what's the customer acquisition cost like? How many new signups are you having? How many traffic? What's the traffic source to the app? Now one thing is for customers to sign up, another one is activation. Many people sign up to the application. Now how many of them are really using the app? You have a fintech application to send money. Now many people sign up. How many of them has done their first transfer? How many of them have used the send money feature? You have to consider this as well. That's where we are. Sorry. Okay. The core value now. User experiencing the core value. That's the aha moment. The aha moment is when you give value to the customer that customer use the product and be like, wow, this product makes and exceeds their expectation. Like it gives them that value more than what they even thought of. So user experiencing the core value for the first time. For the first time they make their transfer, what value did they get? What's their reaction like? So an example is activation rate, time to first key action. At what time did they send money after signing up on the platform? For applications that run trial mode, now what's the conversion after the trial period? Do we have people paying to use the app? Then there's the engagement and usage. How often do user interact with the product? Is the case of, okay, is it the case that people have signed up, download the app on their phone, and they did not even use the app again? Maybe after 6 months the app is just there, it's just redundant, like nothing. I'm very sure that many of us on this call have one app or another that we don't really use on our phone. True of us. We have it o, we have accounts with them o, but the last time we open such app can be maybe in the last 3 months. Any? All the apps we have on our phone we are using it, abi?
2 months is more now. 2 years.
I didn't get that. You said yes?
2 years, not 2 months.
Okay, you mean you are using all the apps you have on your phone?
I
Hmm.
said there are some apps that have not opened in 2 years.
In 2 years, wow, and it's still on your phone. Hmm.
It's on cloud. It's on cloud, not on my phone.
Okay, it's on. Oh, okay. I think I got that now. It's on cloud, but you still be seeing. Oh. I think iPhone does that a lot. Like if you don't open app for some times, they remove it on your phone
Yeah,
and put. Oh, then you
yeah,
have to re-download it again. That's
yeah.
interesting.
If you need it, you have to download it.
That's wasting people's data because I've noticed that on my phone. Several apps, whenever I want to use them, I'll have to re-download, re-download, re-download. But I think it's a way to manage the phone storage, sha.
Yeah,
Okay, makes sense. So yeah, we also really need to look at that because it's not every app. Imagine now you can have 1,000 sign-ups just because you did maybe like a massive marketing. Imagine you introduce your app, you now did this marketing campaign, you went to big markets or conferences to distribute your flyers, you were giving people some souvenirs that when they sign up. So that day you can have like 1,000 sign up. If you have 1,000 sign up, does not mean that that 1,000 people that sign up will continue to use the application. It is not all of them that will continue to use the application. So we also need to look at that. So that they are signing up does not mean they are really using what's it called? They are really using the application. So we need to look at that as well. That's why some applications, especially when it comes to that's why we have the customer acquisition cost. When you are going to be charged for your customer acquisition, there are some things that you don't put at sign up. If they're going to charge you, you are going to put it at maybe when they do their first transaction, or when they use the core feature, so that you don't end up losing money on that customers that will not be active. So these are things that you need to also consider as product managers, especially when you are using those kind of metrics. And yeah, So we have the daily active users, that's the day AU. You might have been seeing something like this. There is the monthly active users, the section duration, the future adoptions, the bounce rate. Then there's retention and churn. Users that continue to use the products over time. Churn rate are users that are lost. Retention rate, user stickiness. So these are common product categories that when you are measuring, these are things you should look at. What's the acquisition rate? What's the engagement rate? What's the usage rate? These things will help you in your product management journey, and it will really help your product after launch. This is where we'll be stopping for today. We'll continue again when next we'll be meeting. We'll continue again. So tomorrow, the time will be communicated to us tomorrow. The time will be communicated to us tomorrow. Then we would meet. Uh, yeah. Let me. So, okay.